Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English Channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emily.
Hello, Emily. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be sitting down with you today for another great chat.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to today's episode. We decided to do something a little different today, something very natural.
Exactly. We always talk about grammar and vocabulary, but today is just about real life. We want to show you how native speakers actually talk about everyday things.
Right, because real English conversation isn't usually about big, complicated topics. Most of the time, we just talk about our days, our errands, or our weekends.
That's so true. In fact, just listening to normal stories is one of the best ways to improve your English listening skills. So, Emily, how was your evening yesterday?
Oh, it was quite an adventure. After work, I realized my fridge was completely empty. I had to go to the supermarket.
Oh, no. Going to the grocery store right after work is always a challenge. It's usually the busiest time of day.
It really is. The parking lot was totally full. I had to drive around for 10 minutes just to find a spot.
I hate when that happens. You're already tired from working all day, and you just want to get your food and go home.
Exactly. So I finally walked in, grabbed a shopping cart, and went straight to the vegetable section. I just wanted some simple things for dinner.
Vegetables are a good start. Did you actually find what you needed, or was everything gone?
I found what I needed, but something really nice happened first. While I was picking out some tomatoes, I heard someone call my name.
Really? I love running into people at the store. Who was it?
It was our old friend Sarah. You remember Sarah, right? She used to work in the office next to ours.
Oh, wow. Yeah, of course I remember Sarah. I haven't seen her in months. How is she doing?
She's doing really well. She told me she just started a new job downtown, and she seems very happy about it.
That's wonderful news. She always wanted to work in the city center. Did you two talk for a long time?
We talked for about 15 minutes right there in the middle of the aisle. We were probably blocking the way for other people.
That always happens when you see an old friend. You just lose track of time. It's one of those small joys in life.
It really is. It totally changed my mood. I was feeling so tired, but chatting with her gave me a lot of energy.
Connection is so important. A simple, unexpected conversation can really turn a stressful day into a good one.
That's a great point, Paul. But unfortunately, my relaxed mood didn't last very long after we said goodbye.
Oh no. Let me guess. You finally went to pay for your groceries and there was a huge problem.
You guessed it. I walked up to the cash registers and every single line was so long. It looked like the whole town was trying to buy dinner.
That is the worst feeling. You have all your items, you're ready to leave, and then you just have to stand there and wait.
Yeah, I picked a line that looked a bit shorter, but the person at the front of the line was having some kind of issue.
Let me guess. An item didn't have a price tag, or maybe their credit card wasn't working?
Exactly. An item wouldn't scan. The cashier was trying her best, but the computer system just wasn't reading the barcode.
That happens all the time. It's nobody's fault, really, but it can be so frustrating when you're in a hurry.
Right. The cashier actually had to call a manager over to help. We waited for a few minutes, and it was mostly quiet at first.
But let me guess, someone in the line behind you started losing their patience?
Yes, the man standing right behind me started sighing really loudly. Then he started complaining to anyone who would listen.
Oh, I know that type of person. What was he saying? Was he being really rude about it?
He was saying things like, "This is ridiculous," and "I don't have all day." He was being quite loud, and it made everyone feel uncomfortable.
That's so unnecessary.
Everyone there is waiting, and getting angry doesn't make the manager run any faster.
That's what I thought too. I turned around and just tried to give him a calm smile, but he didn't even look at me.
People get so focused on their own stress, they forget that the cashier is a human being who is probably having a hard day too.
Exactly. The poor cashier looked so nervous. She kept apologizing, even though it was a problem with the store's computer.
I always try to be extra nice to cashiers when things go wrong. They deal with so many angry people every single day.
I completely agree. Finally, the manager came, fixed the price, and the line started moving again.
Well, that's a relief. Did the angry man calm down after the line started moving?
Not really. He was still complaining under his breath when I paid for my things and left.
Some people just like to be unhappy, I think. But I'm glad you finally got your groceries and made it home.
Me too. When it was my turn, I made sure to ask the cashier how her day was, just to be friendly. She seemed to really appreciate it.
That's a great lesson right there. A little kindness goes a long way, especially when situations are stressful.
It really does. It costs nothing to be polite. But anyway, that was my crazy Tuesday evening. How about you, Paul? How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty busy, actually. It started off a bit stressful, but it ended up being really nice.
Oh, really? Tell me about the stressful part first. What happened at your house?
Well, I woke up early on Saturday because I was planning to drive out to visit my parents. But when I went to the kitchen, I found a big puddle of water on the floor.
Oh no! A water leak is every homeowner's worst nightmare. Where was the water coming from?
It was coming from under the kitchen sink. One of the old pipes had a small crack, and it was dripping water everywhere.
That sounds terrible. Did you have to call a plumber on a Saturday morning? That's always so expensive.
I thought about it, but I decided to look at it myself first. I'm not a professional, but I have some basic tools in the garage.
Wow, look at you. I'm always too scared to fix plumbing. Did you manage to fix it yourself?
I did, actually. I had to run to the hardware store to buy a new pipe fitting, but I replaced it in about an hour.
That's really impressive, Paul. I bet you felt really proud of yourself after you cleaned up all that water.
I did feel pretty good about it. But it made me leave the house 2 hours later than I planned.
Well, things like that just happen. We can't control everything. I'm sure your parents were just happy you were coming to visit.
Yeah, they were. They live about 2 hours away in a really quiet, small town. It's always nice to get out of the busy city.
I love that. Visiting family is so important, especially when life gets crazy. Did you guys do anything special together?
We actually just stayed at their house for most of the afternoon. My dad and I sat on the porch and drank some coffee while we caught up.
That sounds incredibly peaceful. Sometimes the best moments are just sitting and talking with the people we love.
Exactly. We didn't need to go anywhere or do anything exciting. We just talked about our jobs, the neighborhood, and life.
It's funny how those simple conversations are often the ones we remember the most. Did you stay there for dinner too?
No, I actually had to drive back in the evening because I had plans with a good friend here in town. We went out for dinner.
Oh, nice. Where did you go? Did you try that new Italian place downtown that everyone is talking about?
We actually went to our favorite local pizza place. It's nothing fancy, but the food is always amazing and it's very relaxed.
Pizza is always a great choice. You can never go wrong with a good slice of pizza after a long day of fixing pipes and driving.
That's exactly how I felt. And you know, we had a really interesting conversation at dinner that fits perfectly with our topic today.
Really? What did you and your friend talk about? I love hearing about these real-life discussions.
We were talking about how fast life moves. My friend was feeling a bit overwhelmed with work and all his daily responsibilities.
I think a lot of our listeners can relate to that. Life can feel like a never-ending list of tasks sometimes.
Yes, And we talked about how important it is to just pause. Just like my morning with the broken pipe, you have to learn to solve the problem and then let the stress go.
That's a beautiful way to look at it. If you carry the stress from the morning into the evening, you ruin your whole day.
Exactly. If I stayed mad about the kitchen sink, I wouldn't have enjoyed my coffee with my dad or the pizza with my friend.
It reminds me of the angry man at the supermarket. He let a small delay totally ruin his mood, and he probably stayed angry all night.
Right. And speaking of taking a pause, this is a great time to remind all our amazing listeners about something important.
Oh, yes. If you are enjoying this real English conversation, please take a quick second to click the like button. It really helps our channel grow.
And don't forget to subscribe, too. We love making these videos for you, and we'd love to read your comments below. Tell us about your weekend.
We read every single comment, and it makes us so happy to see you practicing your English with us. So please drop a comment.
Definitely. You know, Emily, when our students practice English in the comments, it's just like the situations we talked about today.
How do you mean, Paul? Do you mean because it's real communication instead of just reading a textbook?
Exactly. A lot of English learners feel stressed because they think they need to speak perfectly, like a textbook. But real conversation isn't perfect.
That is so true. In real life, people pause, they make little mistakes, and sometimes they even use the wrong word. And it's totally okay.
Yes. Think about your chat with Sarah at the grocery store. You were just happy to see her. You weren't worried about speaking perfectly.
Right. The connection is always more important than perfection. If you can make someone smile, you are communicating successfully.
I think that's the biggest misunderstanding about learning a language. People think native speakers judge them for small mistakes.
But native speakers don't do that, just like the cashier at the supermarket. She was just happy that I was polite and friendly to her.
That's a really great perspective. When you use English to show kindness, people don't care if your grammar is slightly wrong.
Exactly. So if you are traveling or living in an English-speaking country, don't be afraid to just talk. Say hello to the cashier. Ask how they are.
And if a pipe breaks in your house and you have to call a plumber, just do your best to explain the problem. The plumber just wants to help fix it.
Yes, every small interaction is a victory. Every time you order food or ask for directions or chat with a neighbor, you are growing.
That really is the secret to getting fluent. It's not magic. It's just a lot of small, real-life conversations added together over time.
I love that. Real life is messy, and learning English is messy too, but that's what makes it such a beautiful journey.
Well said, Emily. I think that brings us to the main life lesson for today's episode.
I think so too. Today's lesson is to be patient with life and be patient with yourself. Things will go wrong, lines will be long, and you will make mistakes.
But if you can stay calm, keep a friendly smile, and just keep moving forward, you will have a much happier day and a much better learning experience.
Absolutely. You are all doing an amazing job with your English. Every time you listen, you are getting better. Don't give up.
We are so proud of you and we believe in you. Just keep practicing, keep making connections, and enjoy the journey.
Thank you all so much for spending your time with us today. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks, everyone. Take care and see you next time. Goodbye.